I wasted 50 years of my life, not because I was lazy, not because I didn't try, but because I was living for people who weren't even thinking about me. I'm 99 years old, and what I'm about to tell you, I learned too late. I want you to stop for a minute. Just stop. Put down whatever you're carrying, the worry, the to-do list, the thing that's been eating at you since this morning, and listen to me, because I'm 99 years old, and I don't have time for small talk anymore, and neither do you, even if you think you do. There's something I've been carrying for a long time, something I figured out too late, and I'm going to hand it to you right now in the next few minutes, because somebody should have handed it to me when I was your age. They didn't, so here we are. My name is Dorothy, 99 years old, born in 1926. I've lived through a depression, a world war, a dozen presidents, the invention of television, the internet, and somehow whatever this is now. I've buried a husband, I've buried friends, I've watched my children grow old. And if there's one thing you learn when you've been alive this long, it's what actually mattered, not what you thought would matter, what actually did. Let me tell you what I spent the first 50 years of my life doing. Worrying about what other people thought of me. That's it. That's the whole story, really, wrapped up in one sentence. But let me unwrap it for you, because I don't think you understand yet how much of your life that can cost you. I grew up in a small town, and in a small town, everybody knows everything, and everybody has an opinion about it. What you wore, who you married, how your children behaved in church, what your house looked like from the street. It was a constant low hum of judgment, and I absorbed it. I let it in. I built my entire life around making sure that hum stayed quiet. I didn't say things I needed to say because I was afraid of what people would think. I stayed in situations I should have left because I was afraid of what people would say. I didn't pursue the things that genuinely lit me up because they weren't what a woman in my town was supposed to pursue. I performed a life instead of living one. And the terrible thing? For a long time, I didn't even know I was doing it. I thought that was just how life worked. You manage your reputation. You keep the peace. You smile and you nod and you do what's expected. 50 years of that. 50 years. The moment I started to wake up, and it was slow, it wasn't a lightning bolt, was when my husband Harold passed. He was 71. Heart attack, very sudden, no warning. And in the weeks after, sitting in that quiet house, I started going through things. His things, our things. And I found a journal he'd kept. I didn't know he kept a journal. 43 years of marriage, and I didn't know. I sat down and I read it. He wrote about the trip to Portugal we always said we'd take and never did. He wrote about the fishing boat he always wanted to buy and talked himself out of. He wrote about the afternoon he watched our granddaughter's dance recital and cried because he thought she was so beautiful, and he never told her. He never told her. He was waiting for the right moment. There was a line near the end. He wrote, "I have spent so much time preparing for life that I forgot to live it." I must have read that line 40 times. I was 74 years old, sitting alone in my kitchen reading my dead husband's journal, and I finally understood what we had both done. We had been so busy doing things the right way, the proper way, the way that looked good from the outside, that we had missed enormous amounts of the actual thing, the actual life, right there in front of us the whole time. Now, Here's what I want you to understand about other people's opinions. You are going to spend, if you're like I was, an enormous amount of energy managing them, worrying about them, adjusting yourself to avoid them. And here is the truth that nobody tells you until it's almost too late. Those people are not thinking about you. They're not. They're thinking about themselves. They're worrying about their own reputations, their own appearances, their own quiet fears. The audience you've been performing for your whole life, most of them aren't even watching, and the ones who are genuinely keeping score, waiting for you to slip up, ready to whisper about it, those people are miserable. You don't want their approval. Their approval means you've successfully made yourself small enough to fit inside their small idea of the world. That is not a prize. I spent 50 years chasing that non-prize, shrinking myself, editing myself, filing down every sharp or inconvenient edge so that nobody would have anything to say. And you know what nobody told me. Those edges were the best parts of me. I have a great-granddaughter. She's 24. Fierce little thing. Opinions about everything, doesn't care who hears them. When she was younger, we used to worry about her. Too loud, too much. Doesn't she know how to just be quiet sometimes? Now I watch her and I think, Lord, she figured out in her 20s what it took me until my 70s to understand. She knows who she is. She doesn't need anyone's permission to be it. That's the whole thing. That's what I'm trying to give you. You don't need anyone's permission to be who you are. You don't need to earn the right to take up space, to have your opinions, to want the things you want, to live the way that feels true to you. You were born with that right. You don't have to perform for it. You don't have to manage it. You just have to claim it and then defend it quietly, firmly, every day. The other thing, the thing I see most clearly now from this far back, relationships. That's what it comes down to at the end. Not what you accomplished, not how you looked, not whether the house was clean when people came over or whether you drove the right car. The people. When I think about the times in my life that still feel warm, and at 99, you spend a lot of time with memories. Every single one of them has a person in it, a conversation, a kitchen table, a walk somewhere, someone's hand, not an achievement, not a purchase, a person. And yet I wasted years, keeping people at a careful distance, not letting people too close, not saying the things I actually felt because what if they didn't feel it back? What if it was too much? What if they judged me for it? I wish I had loved louder. That's the only way I know to say it. I wish I had said the things I felt when I felt them, instead of filing them away for a better moment. There is no better moment. The moment in front of you is the only one you're guaranteed. I have things I never said to my mother. She's been gone for 60 years and I still carry them. Not regret exactly. Grief. Grief for the closeness we could have had if I hadn't been so careful, so managed, so afraid. Don't do that to yourself. Say the thing. Make the call. Walk over and put your arms around the person and tell them what they mean to you. Right now. Today. Not when it feels less awkward, not when the moment is perfect. Now. Here's something I tell people when they ask me how I've lasted this long. And they do ask. You get to 99 and people want the secret. Like there's a trick. Like I've been eating a special herb or sleeping a particular number of hours. Here's what I tell them. I stopped carrying things that weren't mine to carry. At around 76, I made a decision. A real decision, not a wish or a resolution. I decided I was done holding grudges, done replaying old arguments, done managing other people's feelings at the expense of my own, done apologizing for taking up space, done. It wasn't easy. I had decades of habit to undo. But I started piece by piece setting things down. Old hurts, old grievances, old scripts about who I was supposed to be and what I was supposed to want. I just put them down, left them there. And I felt lighter. Not happy necessarily, not fixed. Just lighter. Like I'd been carrying a pack on my back for 76 years and finally took it off. That lightness. That's what people are seeing when they look at someone old and think they have peace. It's not that nothing bothers them, it's that they've stopped letting things live in them forever. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking you'll get there. Eventually. When things settle down. When you have more time. When life stops being so loud. I thought that too. I was 40 thinking that. I was 55 thinking that. I was 68. Still thinking the moment would come when I could finally exhale and just be. The moment doesn't come. You have to make it. You have to decide. In the middle of the noise and the busyness and the obligations and the thousand things pulling at you, that you're going to live now. Not later, not when, now. Because here's what I know at 99 that I didn't know at 40. Later is not guaranteed. You think it is. I know you think it is, but it isn't. Harold thought it was. All those things he wrote about in that journal, the trip, the boat, the words he never said. He thought there was time. He was absolutely certain there was time. There wasn't. There might not be for you either. Not because something terrible will happen. Maybe nothing will. Maybe you'll get all the time in the world. But you won't know that until the end, and by then it won't matter. So live like the time is now. Because it is. If I could go back, and Lord, the things I would do differently, I would spend less time worrying about the impression I was making, and more time paying attention to the life I was actually in. I would love without keeping score. I would say the hard, true thing instead of the easy, comfortable one. I would take the trip. I would buy the boat. I would tell my granddaughter she was beautiful. I am 99 years old. I have buried more people than I can count. I have watched entire decades disappear like smoke. And I am telling you, from all the way over here, at the end of a very long road, that the only thing that lasts is the love you gave and the person you actually were, not the one you performed. Be that person now, not when everything is sorted, not when you've earned it, not when you're brave enough or ready enough or old enough. Now, you're already enough. You've always been enough. Stop waiting for the world to confirm that. It won't, and you don't need it to. If something I said today is sitting with you, pass it on. Share it with someone who's grinding themselves down to nothing, trying to be something they already are. And tell me, what have you been putting off? What would change if you stopped waiting for permission? I'd love to know. I've got a little time. Not as much as I used to, but some.